So let's discuss on this self-service procurement. Whenever this word will come, self-service procurement, that means always remember that we are purchasing something for our organization only. That means looks like that we order 100 laptops for our organization employees, right? Some office accessories or whatever things which required for our organization purpose only. Whenever we are purchasing this, simply we will say it service, self-service procurement. Correct? Any doubt here? Hmm? In EBS, what you will say this? Self, any item we are purchasing for our organization itself, consumable, whatever, expense item. So here, this functionality is simply they transfer this in a separate thing. Self-service procurement. That means this type of purchase order or this type of requisition and everything we will perform just for our office purpose only, organization purpose only. Okay, that means kind of internal use. Then this purchasing PO, that means the person or department who is going to manage the purchasing activities. Okay, that means from which item we are buying, which quantity we are buying. That means in simple word, purchase order related activities they will take care. They will not take care about the requisition and all. Got it? That because requisition and all are comes under this sourcing part. Okay. Sourcing part generally they will mention this same thing in our P2P cycle, right? Quotation, RFQ, requisition, purchase order. This is the end-to-end cycle. So here, this sourcing department who will manage our whole bidding process, not the purchase order, only bidding process. That means uh, quotation, then simply RFQ, then receive the quotation, approve the quotation, and finalize the vendor who is our approved supplier or vendor. So this work will be performed by sourcing department. Got it? Here in EBS, we are doing all activities at here only. Correct? Here there are something change which we will need to manage. Then supplier portal. Okay. Then procurement contract, which I already discussed. Procurement contract, that means what are the terms, condition related to agreement and all. This will be managed by that particular department. I bifurcate with department name. In real time, it can be any department kind of thing, but we need to consider if they have any specific department who is doing their bidding process only, then simply you need to focus. They need to implement sourcing here. Okay. Then purchasing, that means this is purely just for order. Now here, one thing is that they need 100 laptop. For example, I have given the example of laptop, but they don't know about the supplier and all, right? They are not sure. Maybe there is no approved supplier list available or no any particular supplier available to purchase this item. Then who will responsible to provide the information? This sourcing department. Got it? Why I write down and everything? Because it will help you a lot to go step by step. If you confuse related to this department process, then you will confuse in all P2P cycle or purchasing model. Here quite bit tricky they mention, but for my side, why what I suggest, it quite bit very easy in term compared to EBS. However, form and looks and feel are too much typically, but concept wise, if we discuss, then it's very what I can say is simply method they identified. That's it. So here, self-service procurement. That means suppose a big org, their different department, what we already discussed, right? They required something for their employees only. So I don't need to go too much deeply on this type of basic examples and all. I already did it down. So you can go ahead with this. Now here, this is the definition for sourcing. That means from RFP to our quotation process and all they will do. You guys already aware about this. Now this supplier portal. That means once you place a PO, this PO has to be acknowledged by supplier portal. So I supplier we already having in EBS. Here also same thing we have. Then procurement contract.
No, I was trying to say the SSP, if they're buying laptops, then it will still be converted into a purchase order to external supplier, right?
Yeah, definitely. But they will consider it looks like that for internal purchasing.
Okay.
Okay, self-service. That
Only
means
the
just for
requisition is internal, but the purchase order could be external, right? In this
yes,
case.
yes,
Okay.
definitely. Agreed.
Okay.
Okay, that means IR they will create, but purchase order is simply purchase order. They will receive the item and consume the item. That's it. Here, category wise, they will define the item, whether it's used for our internal use only, organization use only, or looks like that same expensive item we defined, right? Expense or something what we mentioned in EBS. Here, the calculation, because you guys will work in requirement gathering phase, right? So here you need to be aware about this licensing process. Maybe they can, however, a separate team will manage in your product about whatever the product they are purchasing or module they are purchasing. There will be a separate team to manage all this license and all your project manager can be involved there. But you guys, tentative example I have given about the licensing process, which license you need to purchase. Here, first module access should be required for every employee in the organization. Second, if buyer are 10, then only 10 license required in 10 buyers. If 5 buyers gone to do this bidding process, that means here in sourcing, okay, then 5 license required. Now here in procurement, suppose there are separate again 2 or 5 the employees there, which they are going. Tentative example I have taken. In real time, it will be looks like that 100 employees, 200 employees, 300 employees. Then they need to purchase separate license. In EBS, what happened? They need to simply purchase PO module license, whatever. Now here, to increase the costing, they bifurcate these things. This only the matter related to license only. That's it. That user will purchase a separate license within the same module. Got it? Now that means they require bidding process and all. Then if they have even license for purchasing, this sourcing will not work here. They need to purchase the separate license for sourcing. Got it? This is the main motive to bifurcate all this in different ways. Practical, it's just 2 minute time, but as you need to give some promise to your client, then you need to be aware about what overall exactly we are doing at administrative level or management level to make some promise to our client that okay, you need to purchase, okay, you required RFQ, you need to purchase a separate license for that. Looks like that because for client, for you, you are a SCM consultant or finance consultant or whatever. For client, you are Oracle consultant. Okay, that means you know overall functionality. It can be possible that you know 20% functionality related to finance and 100% related to SCM. That's fine, that's fair. But if you are discussing, suppose client is discussing, okay, we have a license for PO, so we can go ahead with this, right? On that time, if you put those type of points, no, sir, for sourcing, you need to purchase separate license. First, you need to confirm with Oracle. But as I know, you need to purchase the separate license. Even contract process, you are saying that we are making the agreement with contract and all. At that time, you need to purchase the this procurement contract licenses as well, right? So this thing will make a difference. Everybody know their setups, everybody know their roles and all, but you already having 8 to 10 year experience. Next level is just project manager kind of things, right? You need to be aware about all these things. So only a simple process I mentioned with some example here. Now here in this process, which is very basic, I'm just starting this procurement module. Requester, that means who has requirement of goods or item. Okay. It now what can be a sources for requesting? It can be from our inventory side, it can be from purchasing department, it can be even for order management side. You're already aware about ATO and all process we done and this Oracle as well related to OM and all, right? Because some this dropship and all, whenever we are getting the order, then simply we are passing this to supplier. So it can be a source of item on whenever we are getting the requirement, then only we will raise the purchase order. So simply requester prepare, that means who is preparing the requisition. Now where prepare will work? Here in this area. Okay, remember and correlate with all the things. In our R12 simply buyer, that's buyer will do everything. Here it will not looks like that. Now here after preparer, buyer responsible for purchasing the goods and service from supplier and communication role. This role, whatever the communication between the supplier and to purchase the goods and service. Buyer will be responsible in general, it's in general way. Now there are few roles we required for this SSP requisition only. Roles we already defined, created and assigned the roles to users, right? Administrative role, procurement manager, IT security manager, lot of roles we assigned. This supplier administrator. So here procurement requester, if you have this role, then you can create a requisition for yourself. Procurement prepare, here requester, that means who required the material, right? Here procurement prepare, that means he can purchase or create the requisition for yourself as well as for others. Here if requester group is assigned to you, that means you can create a requisition for yourself that you need one laptop or something. Advanced procurement requester, you are able to create the inventory item based requisition. This we already discussed. So whatever we have discussed, I mentioned, you can go ahead with this. At the time of creating supplier, we discussed. Are you remembering this prospective and spend authorized? Can anyone tell me? We covered this.
Yeah, you did. The first one is for quotation, the other one is for buying, right?
Uh, yes, agreed. Here I mentioned this. Here with the spend authorized, you can do everything. So I don't want to waste the time on the same topic again. You can read out in these documents once I share. Then supplier creation. This SSP sourcing, whatever we have discussed. Now here, if some of you are facing this option is not coming, this one. Setup and maintenance. Here, this is not visible. Procurement. Suppose here, you can see financials, accounting, SCM, manufacturing, supply chain, material management, lot of things available. So, if you didn't found this one here or in this also, then simply the issue is that you don't have any offering enabled. Okay, for this I mentioned simply with the screenshot, you can go ahead with this. That's it. Okay, let me show you as I am already having this offering. Go to offering. Simply here choose your card, whatever you required. Enterprise, contract, field service, financial, order management, product management, lot of things available. So it's up to you that what are the things you required. Simply suppose I'm giving the example for procurement. Simply click on the procurement and click on this obtain features. Then this will be visible to you. Got it? This is very good thing actually comes in mind as of now, that this one. Generally we are creating user using this, right? Tools, where is tools? And security console, right? It will create the user only. It will not create any employee. Okay. And to perform any operation, looks like that create or manage supplier or something, you need to be an employee role. You need to create the employee and all details you need to fill out. Suppose here, if you are creating a user only, it will create a user only. It will not give you full access. However, you already assign all roles to that particular user. Then also it will not work. You need to assign the employment. Okay, as we assign to this user, right? This is our username. Here you can see same login also you can use for your checking your setup. Password is also same. Amit.kumar01 and same password. Okay, you can see here associate worker information. We mentioned this Amit Kumar, person number. This is the manager. Okay, time to time HRMS will do all this for you, but for your testing you need to do. This job procurement manager. Here business unit assign. We are working on this business unit and his department we assign. Okay, then all this role. Now here another thing, that if employees know here, then also system will allow you to work in purchasing area or everywhere, because worker information already assigned. Here if employee role is not assigned or it is no, then also you need to ignore it. Your 100% setup will work. Don't waste time on there, that out of all this employees know, then also fine if you assign all this information here. That's it. So this screenshot I already mentioned. You can go ahead with the same process. If anyone facing the issue, then only that's it.